first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's coming a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wait, see if they have anything special in store for them today.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Powering forward. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact.
Got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Sheds off the tackle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 24 yards.
Timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Dominating the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
We've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about that?
Has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
Way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward.
Team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Bridgewater finding after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we have with the coaching team every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. This is Gordon on the dump off. 3rd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk. Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground.
A couple of ways for this team, because number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it. And occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side.
Wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shut that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Tackle made there well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll fight for now. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
They tell him, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. A little juke, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
In Kansas City, may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the first round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
And he'll run straight into as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
And sometimes spectacular.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 27, Bridgewater. And incomplete
before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Bridgewater now for Gordon on the draw. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Hard on that last run. To throw is Bridgewater. And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been.
You nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. That's a good way to start the drive. 17
completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And this will be stopped at the 44.
That located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets.
Because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On second and 12, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 3rd. Conversion anyway. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 82 yards rushing for it. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as... Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Back out. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays.
Let's look it up. On second and 12, Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 44 on the... Now Gordon on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half. Bridgewater now. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And
They're going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. Football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
We'll see here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out. Now Bridgewater. And that'll be in.
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater.
Completion.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play fake. Bridgewater. And it's incomplete.
That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The kick by McManus is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the turnover in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like their attitude. It costs them in other areas, and right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, Matt. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. It's in.
Looking for Jerry Jeudy,
but it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater.
Again, he targets Jeudy, and this time the catch made.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps play here of this first half. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys have got it back at the closing. Down inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our
defense ready to begin this 3rd quarter of play. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Just a gain of a yard there. And
figure out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
And some room to roam now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they
are right now in this game. You would expect the ball to be in the air, but his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater.
That's going to be caught by Jeudy.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now the Broncos, they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Bridgewater will try and throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. 6'5" and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Like here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
Call it a gain of catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield. It could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. His yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. Those are the guys they really value.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Mahomes to throw once more. This is caught. Touchdown. Travis.
When you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll wind up this play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And get carried.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's complete. Okue-Bunam.
And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards. 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give them 14 yards there in a Denver.
Here are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Bridgewater's throw taken in here by Patrick.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and he sneaks his way forward. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Eluding the pressure right.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he'll give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8.
23, 2nd and 8.
Bridgewater to throw it. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that mark. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of this game again. Here in the 4th.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he's taken on to the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mahomes now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He has in this one. You definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And again, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His second touchdown as for one. Edwards-Helaire. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time
being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound.
Hold, here we go. Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And he fires one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. "35 yards that time on the punt, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They go play action. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Desperation time, fourth down, Bridgewater.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So now Bridgewater and the Broncos down by 8. A minute 52 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll get 34 yards there. Now Bridgewater. This will be caught. Judy. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Bridgewater to throw. That's caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board. But job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Finding Hardman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Mahomes will throw. Pass complete to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming in.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return is Spencer. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year.